I'm gonna take my time with this one, right? I ain't gonna edit this shit at all. I got something to say. So yesterday I ordered the movie Birth of a Nation, the story of Nat Turner on Amazon Prime. Mind you, I saw this movie when it came out. I saw it in theaters and shit. It was a fucking great movie. Now, what I like about this movie is that it's not what I call Hollywoodized. And let me start with saying this. There's a difference between a white devil and a white person. When I say white devil, please don't confuse me with saying all white people. That's not what I mean at all. I don't mean that. But I'm talking about in this pages of history, there were white fucking devils. I'm talking about pure fucking evil in the flesh. There was, check up your history if you don't want to. This fucking nation was found by Christopher Columbus, who raped and brutally murdered millions of Native Americans. This was not a white person. This was a white fucking devil. Slavery. All the Southerners who thought that this shit was A-OK. White fucking devils. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, alright, back on track. So I saw this movie with my mom, who, mind you, is an older Spanish lady who doesn't speak English. For some reason, this movie is not translated in every fucking language as it should be. But you know what movie is? 12 Years a Slave, because I saw it right next on the Amazon Prime. Now, let me tell you something. This movie, 12 Years a Slave, I did not know at the time, was nominated for so much crazy shit. I'm supposed to be drinking my coffee right now because I'm about to do cardio. But there's so much crazy shit that it was like winning awards and everything, right? Why in the fuck does a movie about a person who just gives up for 12 fucking years and fucking surrenders gets nominated and be like, oh yeah, this movie's fucking masterpiece, beautiful, box office success, and a movie about Nat Turner is fucking shunned? And yo, you know what happens when you Google Birth of a Nation? You see the director's rape claim against him when he was in college, which he was acquitted for. That's one of the first fucking articles that come up. I wonder fucking why. Now, let me tell you something. I love revolutionary movies. I fucking love them. The Che Guevara movie, I fucking hated because they Hollywoodized the shit out of it. Yo, I would say they had people in there who shouldn't have been in there. It was like the 2-part movie is called Che Part 1, Che Part 2. I did not like that movie. But then again, you see the people who made it and you fucking understand why it was what it was. This movie was made by the guy who plays Nat Turner. He funded it himself. He made it the way it was supposed to. And seeing this movie, you're like, holy shit. This actually looks like something that actually happened. There wasn't these like nice there were slave owners. How the fuck are they nice people? When I see 12 Years a Slave, I'm like, please explain to me why they're trying to make if you're a fucking slave owner, you're a fucking despicable human being. There's no way you could fucking humanize a fucking slave owner. Now, mind you, it wasn't just white people did it here in America, but there were slave owners in fucking other countries, absolutely. Even in the Africans, they fucking sold each other and shit. Over here, they were buying them and shit. In fucking Europe, all over the fucking world since the beginning of the time. If you read the story of Moses, there were slaves. So this is not to demonize any group of people, because the whole world was fucked up doing this shit. But the fact that they do shit like that just pisses me off. It's not real. You're never gonna, but it does convince the people who want to feel better about themselves that, oh, there was like nice slave owners back then. They like patted them on the head. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. And look, and the reason I speak about this movie, and I like Motorcycle Diaries about Che Guevara. I fucking love that movie. It's really about the beginning of his life, so there's not too much revolutionary shit going on, but I love that movie. It's a great movie. You should see that movie too. But the reason I talk about this movie is how the director was fucking demonized for something he wasn't even convicted of. But this just shows you, they don't want you watching this movie. This movie was made, sure, they bought it out, sure, but this movie's nowhere to be found. I ordered the Blu-ray on Amazon Prime from some guy who's selling it in fucking Kentucky. I can't find this in stores. I don't know why. I fucking Googled all over the place. Where can I order this movie? I had to buy it off a secondhand source. The Blu-ray, because I want a fucking copy of this movie. Because guess what? I'm going to show my son this shit. What I don't like about fucking school is they don't teach you shit about history. Nothing. They teach us that the fucking Native Americans were fucking slaughtered. No, they fucking didn't. Did they teach us about slavery? No, they didn't. They did say, oh, Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. Yo, Abraham Lincoln can suck my dick. Hold up. He can suck my dick. If you know the story about that, you know he didn't do that for the slaves. It just so happened and that was the outcome of the situation. But, back to it. This is the type of shit that somehow, some reasons, I don't really know the exact reasoning to why, and I'm not going to try to assume, they don't want people to see. They don't want people to really look at it and be like, oh my God, what the hell? Holy shit. They don't want that. Yo, oh my God, watching this movie again, and I'm like, how was this movie made? How was this movie made? Jesus fucking Christ. This movie is... Like, you ever get hit with something real, like you hear a quote or something and it just hits you? Seeing this whole movie, I was like, this is unbelievable that somebody allowed some, like we're still in in the world where I would be like, yo, they really allowed him to shoot this shit and put it out, and there's actually a copy of this movie somewhere, but the fact that there's not too many is really hard to get a hold of is just really telling of what this movie really means. Let me tell you something. They always dramatize other type of people being heroes, or like Braveheart. He was a fucking hero in Scotland. We're not in fucking Scotland, we're in America. Scott, whatever the fuck you call it. Fucking a gladiator and shit. He was basically a slave too that fought back, but you know, dramatized. And then mind you, there's a movie called Free Land of Adams, something to that effect. I forgot what the fuck the Free Land of whatever. It was with Matthew McConaughey, and he plays obviously he's a white guy that leads a slave revolt. That movie is very easy to cop on DVD. That movie is very easy to cop on Blu-ray. I saw it. I clicked on it. It was on Amazon Prime. It was a recommended. Click list. You could buy the DVD and Blu-ray. Birth of a Nation, I have to get from a secondhand source. Why? This movie is owned by Fox. They bought it out for what, like 15 million or some shit? Why wouldn't they mass produce this for people who want to buy it? Why wouldn't it be in different languages? Why? The fuck, that movie I just mentioned, which I saw the movie, fuck that movie. It's in different languages. Even the Blu-ray. This one, not just English. I do not know. I had to translate this for my mom because I wanted her to see this movie. She thought it was a great fucking movie. It is a fucking fantastic movie. Yo, let me drink some more coffee. One of the goddamn best movies I ever seen. As free as we think there are, there's still a little hint of fucking despicable racism. Still is. If you don't want to fucking admit it, then that's on you. But there fucking is. There's no reason why this movie, and I'm not saying like it should be popular and people just at least accessible to people. Why can't it be accessible? Why? Why when it comes out, it has to be drowned in the fucking controversy of a rape allegation, which the man who the charges was brought against, the director, wasn't even convicted of. He was found innocent, and they still, Google it. That's all that comes up. Nate Parker talks about rape. Like, what? How do you keep talking to a guy, and then there's one interview where the lady asked him to apologize when he wasn't fucking convicted. He was found not guilty. Who the fuck are you apologizing to? You son of a bitch. I'm fucking, this shit boils my blood, man. I swear to God. I would like if people were just more real and not fucking cowards. Just come out and say it. If you're fucking racist, just come out and say it. So we know who to punch in the fucking face when we see you. Stop fucking hiding, but like you're trying to be a despicable human being, but you just don't want to label yourself. Label your fucking self. Even and I gotta go into this right now. The fucking reviews of this movie. Let me tell. Yo, thank God I'm doing this video. Halfway done. The reviews. There's two I want to talk about because they're big movie reviews. Jeremy Jahns and Chris Stuckman. I just saw them right now. Actually, they're the biggest reviews of this movie because these people have millions in subscribers. Both of them say the same thing in regards to Nat Turner supposedly killing babies, white babies of white slave owners. The fucking Chris Stuckman guy fucking you could tell he finds that despicable. And he also likes to throw in that the Nat Turner revolution didn't succeed and didn't have the effect that Nat Turner wanted. You stupid motherfucker. The point of a revolution was to make a point, was to stand for something. You don't have to win it. Why you think at the end of the movie, I'm pretty sure everybody knows that Nat Turner didn't free all the slaves. But at the end of the movie, you see the little kid looking at Nat Turner being hanged crying, and then they age him up to the Civil War and show him fighting for his freedom. That was the point, you fucking devil. I don't know how does somebody not see that? It's just the fucking hate in you that you have for who, motherfucker. It just boils up in you when you see that. Like, oh, they killed white babies? Oh, not, and completely ignore the fact that kids were fucking born into slavery. Born as property. Imagine you having a kid with the fucking dirty bitch you're with, and that baby belongs to somebody else. It's somebody's property, which also you're a property of. That's A-okay. But killing babies, oh no, listen, let me tell you something right now. If that movie showed fucking the Nat Turner's crew grabbing a fucking dirty ass devil baby by the leg and bashing that shit on a fucking slaveholder's head, I would have turned around, bought 2 more tickets to that movie, and got back into the theater and kept watching that shit. Cause we need to see that shit. Evil is fucking evil. That you're gonna tell me that these fucking slave owner fucking cocksuckers weren't doing evil, despicable shit, raping women? You don't think the movie, which I didn't even catch the first time around, the movie, the second slave owner, whatever, that they killed, who was laying in bed, after he opens the door and the other guy wasn't that turn and bashes his fucking head in or whatever, he goes get the little girl that he was sleeping with. This motherfucker was sleeping with a little girl. Like she looked like 8 or 9 years old. But nobody brings it. I mean, those 2 reviews I'm talking about who had million subscribers don't bring that up. They don't be like, oh my God, what the fuck? Or how about the little girl walking around with the fucking rope around her neck like she's a fucking dog? Nah, rewind. I love my, like, I don't even know, like, I don't even know. Anyway, and the other guy, Jeremy Jahns, he clearly states that he was like, oh, so Nat Turner supposedly killed children or whatever. Are we just supposed to accept that his gang and him just went insane? Insane. That's insane. That's insane. But slavery fucking, oh my God, these people are so fucking, I don't know, man. The world is fucking evil, for real, man. Let me tell you something, man. The world is a despicable place. There's a lot of people who wish it could be something else. I'm swear to God, I'm pretty sure people would love if it was back like the fucking 1800s and shit. For real, with the fucking despicable shit that comes out of people's mouth. I would never understand the hate that people have. Like I said, if that movie would have had that, because if it did happen, it did happen. If the movie would have had that, I would have been fucking happy with it. I wouldn't. Now, of course, it's fucking bad, but guess what? If it did happen, it happened. And it happened for a goddamn reason. I don't even want to begin to imagine, to pretend how it feels to be a fucking slave. Your whole life you belong to another person. I don't even want to fucking pretend like I know who that is. I would have fucking smashed that baby too if I had a fucking chance, probably. Now, mind you, this is back then, back when shit was, the whole fucking world was southern part of the United States was fucking pure evil. Oh, I can't believe this. But anyways, like I said, I don't know where I was going with this video, but I think it needed to be made. Pretty long after the fact, but goddamn it, it needed to be made.